Once again, welcome back to this video tutorial. We can discuss about various types of array in this video. Okay, in general, we have two types of arrays. They are the one-dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. Okay, the multi-dimensional arrays, we can say two-dimensional array, three-dimensional array, four-dimensional array, etc. And this one is the common example of our multi-dimensional array, that is the two-dimensional array. We can call it as matrix also. Okay, in our previous videos we have discussed about the one-dimensional array, its declaration, and about the initialization and how to access elements from one-dimensional array, etc. Now we can concentrate on this multi-dimensional array, mainly onto this two-dimensional array. Okay, so this is the syntax of our previous one-dimensional or the single-dimensional array. That is data type, then name of the array, inside the square bracket the size of the array. That means number of elements present in this particular one dimension. Okay, so in this two-dimensional array we need to specify two dimension. One is the dimension along horizontal, and the dimension along vertical. That means we need to specify number of rows present and number of columns present. Okay, the number of rows indicates here it is the first size representation, and second size representation actually indicate number of columns present. So this is the syntax of our two-dimensional array. The data type is we need to specify, then the name is A with size. This first three inside the square bracket indicate number of rows present, and the second three present inside this second square bracket indicate number of columns present. That means here we have three different rows and we have three different columns. This is the syntax of declaration of two-dimensional array. Data type, then name of the array, first the size of row or number of rows present, then number of columns present. Okay, so now how to initialize a two-dimensional array. This is the declaration, type, array name with row size and column size. Type is int and the name is ARR. Okay, and this one indicate number of rows present. Here it is a number of column present. 2 rows and 2 columns here. Total how many values we can store here in this particular array with size 2 rows and 2 column. 2 rows are present, 2 columns are present. 2 rows with 2 columns. How many values we can store here? Total 4 values. How it possible? This 2 into this 2, total 4 values are present. Okay, so suppose here it is the initialization int ARR of 2 equal to values 1 to 3 for the same syntax that we have discussed about the one-dimensional array initialization. The only difference here it is we need to specify the size along row and column. Two dimension we need to specify here. Then how these values are represented, or how can we access these values? Exactly using the index. But we need to specify two index values. One indicate the row position, another indicate the column position. Okay, so this one is our first element where it present in our matrix. This one present in first row, first column position. Okay, suppose we are starting the indexing from 0. 0th row, 0th row, first row, 0th column, first column. Sorry. Right. Then the first element of this array present at index location 0, 0 of this ARR. Sorry, not AR bar, it is ARR. Okay, ARR of 0, 0 is 1. Okay, here this particular value, the second element 2 present in second position of our first row, that is 0th row, first column position. In this particular index, we have the value 2 here. And 3 is the third element. Here we have no other location left inside this particular row because the row size is 2. The two positions are already occupied with value 1 and 2. Now we want to move to next row. Here we can store the value 3. In which index position? First row, 0th column position. Okay, first row, 0th column position. This is 0th row, this is first row. So first row, 0th column position. Okay, here it has the value 3. And the 4 present in first row, first column position. Right? So this is the indexing of various elements of a two-dimensional array. We need to specify two dimension. One is the row dimension, another is the column dimension. So for accessing the elements of this array, we need to specify the row position and column position. Right? So one more example. This is the initialization of an array ARR with row number equal to 3 and number of column equal to 3. So total how many values are present? 3 into 3, total 9 values. Okay, how can we represent these values? 1 present in 0 rows and 0 column. This is the first row, this is the second row, this is the third row, but indexing starting from 0. 0th row, first row and second row. 0th column, first column and second column. So this 1 present at location 0, 0. Index location 0, 0 means 0th row with 0th column location. This is that particular location. Here we can store value 1. And 2 present in 0th row, first column position. And this 3 present in 0th row, second column position. So the 3 elements of our first row is completed. Now we want to move to the next row. Here we can store the next value 4. First row with 0th column position, first row with first column position, first row with second column position. Right? Next we want to move to the next row, that is the second row, because indexing starting from 0. 0th row, first row and second row. Second row, 0th column position, second row, first column position, second row, second column position. Okay, so this is the representation or indexing of various values of a matrix. Okay, so in the next video, we can consider various program example for understanding this two-dimensional array concept more clear. Okay, thank you.